there were some things that I learned or needed in order to change. And these are the things that some of the major things that I learned from therapy or needed in order to change. Shedding light, or being able to openly and very explicitly detail the addiction in a group with others going through the same thing, completely judgment-free, was necessary to eliminate the environment from which addiction grows. So again, it thrives in secrecy and isolation, and so opening up to people who really understood in a judgment-free way that I could be fully authentic and real with and expose my whole self I don't know, it was like I was seeing a wound for what it really was, and it's like I never looked at it. That was festering in my skin and under my skin, and it's like I opened it up, and it's the act of opening up or cutting into the skin to see the wound and exposing it. It started to sterilize it, started to cause healing to occur, and just see it for what it was instead of letting it control me. And having that support network of people I can call when I act it out, or to explicitly go step by step, was incredibly painful and vulnerable. Like I said, it was like cutting into that wound every time I had to be accountable or needed to process something, but it was incredibly necessary to expose the addiction. Another item is bottom lines or boundaries are necessary to produce a safe environment and to produce change. It's translated how and when I used technology from which internet could be accessed. How I use internet specifically. I remember even setting up bottom lines, like I did not be on YouTube, and I had that for like 5 years because YouTube was just a gateway for me to eventually see, lead into other forms of pornography. And so for 4 or 5 years, I never went to the site unless it was like I had a training video or something very specific on the site that I had to go. And every time I would book in that. I would contact one of my group members and say, hey, this is what I'm doing. This is my plan. And I will call you after I'm done to let you know how it goes. So I set a plan and then I would be accountable about that. And I even set bottom lines and boundaries about my daily routines and what I had to do to daily be in a healthy spot, to manage shame and manage the addiction and my emotions, and